Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. Let me know if you like it. I'm going to do some more stuff like this. If you are going through a breakup right now, go ahead and visit writemac.com, WRITEMAC.com. Send your story, and I can give you my take on that. Otherwise, have a good one. When is it time to let your ex go? At what point are you done? What closure do you need? I know if you guys watched my videos, I had a really good video, I thought, with a good story about when I was done on one of my toughest relationships. And that was like, it was hurt, it was painful, but at the same time, looking back, it was a turning point because I was like, I'm done. I was pissed, I was hurt, I had all these emotions, but that story I told in that particular video, I was like, man, now I know. And a lot of people will tell me, I just want to know they're seeing someone else, so I'll be done. I just want to know this. And I could see that, like I talk about a lot. People look for loops to be closed in a story. They want an ending. That's why you even sit through bad movies, because you want to see the end. And sometimes in a breakup, you're like, no, 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 it can't end this way. This isn't the way it was supposed to end. And that's what keeps you like, wait a minute, I need more. I need more. I need to finish this story and reframe it. When actually, when you broke up, the person that broke up with you was shutting the door. And they might have said, oh, we can still be friends. Oh, we can do this. But reality is, that is done. Another thing I would say, people that are friends with their exes, excuse me, that's a personality thing. If someone's really outgoing and like currently, I would say I'm not quote unquote friends with my exes, but I would have no problem if I ran into them or um, they called me out of the blue having a long conversation because I'm personable and I'm outgoing anyways. I think people that are shy and introverted would probably just close off their exes. But if someone's really outgoing, then they probably think, oh, it's just fine. Now, the part that if she's been crazy about you, if she's coming home to you, she's giving you hugs and kisses, and she's treating you so well, then you should feel like you're in a good place, right? And intuitively, you should feel that. You're looking for something. Should I be worried? If you're asking me, should I be worried? You already know the answer if she's crazy about you. And when you're with someone, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone else out listening, but you got to give your partner the benefit of the doubt moving forward until they do something wrong. If you go out there and try to play detective, and you don't find what you're looking for, you're going to force the issue and you're going to end up running them off. If you find something, fine, confront them on it and ask them. If you find a text or something by chance and you go, what is this all about? This is your ex. I just want to ask you, can you tell me what went on? Fair question, instead of going, yeah, your ex is texting you again. Yeah, I knew something was going on. That's the wrong approach. If you see someone with someone else and you start breaking down the other person, you're like, oh, this person's a piece of shit. Oh, this guy here is so ugly, or this guy's, sometimes people do that. I'm like, that's not going to serve you. You don't know that individual. If you see someone with someone new that was with you, to me, that's that right there in that moment, it hurts. It's like a little stain on the heart. But at the same time, I'm going, I'm not going to get back on deck on this and take a place in line. Here's the thing. No contact doesn't have a finish line. A lot of people want the finish line. Oh, if I do it for a month, this and this will happen. Oh, it's not like you're taking medicine where they're like, take this for 2 weeks and then take this and then do that. It doesn't come with directions like that. You go into no contact because you're like, I'm a calm, cool individual that can take care of myself. Basically what you're proving, not only to your ex, but the rest of the people around you, I can take care of myself. I'm an independent individual. And that's attractive. The idea that you're attached to impressing someone that rejected you is only going to make you feel worse. And if they reject you again, it puts you farther down. You're rebuilding yourself back up through no contact, and there's no finish line. There's no time frame. 100 days, outstanding, good for you. Now it'll get a little bit easier if I had to guess, because you went through the worst months already. But if you, on the flip side, if you contact her or you try to do something to make her miss you, something clever, which might work for a minute, but then later on she finds out it didn't, just keep moving, keep going. You don't have a finish line in place, but it will get better. What I suggest, instead of finding a finish line or a number of days for no contact, find a purpose outside of your ex, whether that's to travel to a new land, whether that's a new job, whether that's a new career. Find something that you can look forward. Someone was just telling me recently that they're going to climb Mount Everest, which sounds wild as fuck to me, but I thought, well, that's great. You know, you're going to take up rock climbing or hiking or whatever. Have a purpose something to look forward to outside of that ex that you're working towards that you can actually get to. So when is it time to let your ex go? The time to let your ex go is when you feel like you're going over it over and over again, and you've gotten to a point where you're sick of playing the same story over and over again in your head. It's just like going somewhere. It's How should I say this? When you were a kid, if your mom made the same food over and over again, in the beginning, you used to like oatmeal in the morning. I used to like instant oatmeal when I was a kid. And then all of a sudden, after a year, I was like, I don't like this anymore. I'm sick of this oatmeal. It just got old to have oatmeal every morning. What I'm saying is when you want to let your ex go is at a point when you're sick of it. You're tired of going through that motion in your head. Or they've done something that they can never go back on. And you're talking about the problem over and over again. You're not talking about solutions. That's when you want to let it go. At what point are you done? You should be done when there's something that crossed your values that you feel like you have to bring up over and over again or really made you angry. Because even if you got back with that person and they said sorry, if it was something that really crossed your values, I've dealt with people that have been in marriages, have been cheated on multiple times. Really, they're done. They're never going to be the same in the relationship, but they get back together because they think it can work. But in their heads, their values are crossed up and they can never trust the person again. What closure do you need? This is for an individual. Again, where your values crossed up, are you saying sorry for what you didn't do wrong? Really, when you break up and someone says, I don't want to be with you anymore, and you don't accept it, you're fighting the closure right there, right? Because a door just got shut in your face and you're going, wait a minute. That's not enough of an explanation. There's so many people that go, well, I think they were thinking this, or I think they were thinking this, but your real closure and your real clarity is when they said, I want to break up with you. I no longer want to be with you. And the harshest thing for a lot of people is when they get quote unquote ghosted or no contact or move on. And if someone moves on into a new relationship, whether it's a rebound or not a rebound, they still are going to not have as much energy towards you or want to get back together. People generally, when they're lonely, is when they reach out or when they're able to reminisce, right? But if they have someone in your place, even if they're not quote unquote as good a match as you are, or they're a bad influence, they still have someone to wean them off the relationship, if you will.